It's easy to understand why Danny Enriquez takes every effort to monitor his environment. As a marine biologist residing in Puerto Galera, he feels there is so much work to do here, yet not enough energy is being spared to make a difference. This morning, his first task is to visit the experimental mangrove area along the sandy shores of Boquete.
So this was planted 2 years ago during the Earth Day, lalaki at saka babae. So,
These were planted 2 years ago during Earth Day. I wanted to fill this area with mangrove because at that time it was very bare. I started out with 100 seedlings. Instead of the usual bamboo sticks, I used iron bars so the propagules could be anchored solidly.
Usually yung ginagamit sa mangrove plantation, I use the iron bar to anchor the propagules or the planting material of the mangrove. Mga scrap lang to sa mga talyer. So, nahingi ako ng mga iron bars para maging sinker din niya.
Mangroves are trees that are specially adapted to grow in saline or salty waters. Found mostly along muddy beach shorelines, they serve as protection against soil erosion while providing food and shelter to various fish and other marine invertebrates.
Instead of bamboo stick na usually ginagamit sa pag-mangrove repo, I use iron bars here because of big waves and turbulent water. Kasi itong area to ay hindi protected.
Since this is an area that is very open to the sea, I used iron bars to protect the propagules from big waves and turbulent waters. I tied these to these bars so that they can be anchored and planted firmly to the substrate.
From the original 100 seedlings planted, a little more than half remains. Aside from big waves, greater threat is posed by human hands.
So maybe yung ibang shellfish.
It's possible that whenever shell fishermen visit the place, they get to trample on some of the seedlings unintentionally.
In the meantime, Danny hopes that in his small way, his experiment would soon pave the way for fisherfolks to take part in rebuilding the mangroves of Boquete. For now, still another marine species awaits to be monitored. On his way to check on the giant clam garden, Danny gears up and prepares to dive.
Yung pag-monitor ng giant clams,
Together with the UP Marine Biological Society, we monitor these clams every 6 months. We check on their growth rate. We check on their tags if these are still in place. We clear out any debris if there's any. We also take a head count if there are any missing.
Mga debris kung meron, alisin, kinakount kung may nawawala.
In cooperation with the Puerto Galera Dive Association, water sites were chosen to be breeding grounds of initially 25 giant clams each.
Sa Sabang, La Laguna, at saka sa Calaos Place. At saka yung last na pinakita.
There are some areas here that go unchecked,
Doon sa ibang
so the
area,
clams get stolen.
dahil walang bantay, ay nawala. Yung may natira, 2
Fortunately, we have caretakers who monitor this place. The clams have thrived in this area. From the initial 25 clams, they now number 50.
Caretakers, day and night, binabantayan nila yan. So, kaya nakasurvive sila ng almost 3 years na. So, from 25 cm, yung initial laki, ngayon 51, 50 half meter na ngayon.
Giant clams reproduce on their 7th year. Through the process of external fertilization, sperm and egg cells by the millions are released in synchronized fashion depending on depth of tide, water temperature, and moon cycle.
Pag na-fertilize sila, magiging sila, siyempre,
When the clams get fertilized, they grow in size and weight.
Magsising na sila
They get
sa
heavy, and that's
substrate.
when they plant themselves firmly into the sandy bottom.
Yung mga giant crabs. Yun ang isang purpose kaya nagkaroon ng project dyan para dumami sa buong bay. Isa rin itong alternative livelihood sa mga fishermen pag
Good for the people here.
yung giant clam.
Boatmen could bring tourists or divers to the giant clam garden as an attraction.
Pwede din dalhin
And for the
yung mga
fishermen,
tourists nila.
this could be an alternative source of
Yung
food.
Giant clam garden. Tinatawag namin giant clam garden. So additional attraction to ng Puerto Galera.
Danny's role in the preservation of Puerto Galera is underscored by his political responsibilities as a former councilor of the municipality.
Kailangan yung ginagawa ay
You really have to make sure that the people is clear about what you're doing.
hindi maunawaan ng tao.
Unless the people really understand what you're advocating for, you won't be successful.
Today, his work as environmental consultant to Puerto Galera's local government is a clear indication of the people's faith in his technical expertise and admirable leadership qualities.
Gaya nung sa plano namin sa pagtatayo ng marine sanctuary,
When we started planning the establishment of a marine sanctuary, we had a hard time convincing the fisherfolk because they couldn't fully understand what it was all about.
marine sanctuary ordinance. So ngayon ang aking
That is why a massive information campaign should first be set in place to ensure the success of this kind of
para
undertaking.
maunawaan ng mga isda at ng maging pagkakaroon ng marine sanctuary.
In 1973, Puerto Galera was declared a Man and Biosphere Reserve, Presidential Decree 754.
Being a man and biosphere for research and the effect of man on the environment. Mga projects on environment.
Government's marine sanctuary was not issued by proper communication to the people who were directly affected.
So for the last 9 years,
So for the past 9 years, we've been trying to educate the people little by little.
medyo nagkulang naman
But because of lack of
sa atin.
support, we had no choice but to postpone it indefinitely.
Pero dumating yung WWF last year para siyang talagang
Then last year,
mamahala
the
sa
World Wildlife Fund
pag-establish
took
ng-
over the managing of the establishment of the marine sanctuary.
Ngayon, nasa process pa lang kami nung determining which part of Puerto
We're still in the
Galera
process of
is
determining which part of Puerto Galera would the sanctuary be.
coastal resource management orientation sa mga fishermen.
Next, we'll be providing the fisherfolk alternative livelihood, and then we're going to map the coordinates of the reserve.
Coordinates ng reserve.
We would also need the approval of the municipal council.
Then after
We're still in-
Sangguniang Bayan. So nasa initial stage pa rin kami.
Truly, it is so easy to see where Danny Enriquez gets his motivation to preserve the environment. Beyond political responsibilities, concern for profit, or plain hobby interests, it is sheer respect and compassion for nature that drives him to work harder, aim higher, and accomplish more.